So let's start revision of chapter 10, section 10 and section 9, chapter 3. Levy, composition levy, presumptive levy, all these three things along with multiple choice question. Let's see. Extent and commencement of CGST Act, AGST Act, UTGST Act and IGST Act. So where all these acts are applicable, you know that CGST Act is applicable throughout the India, whether you are a union territory or whether you are a union territory with a legislature or union territory without legislature. CGST is applicable throughout the country. So look at this. CGST is applicable in state of India, union territory with a legislature, that means Delhi and Puducherry. Then there are union territories without legislature, that is CLAD. Do you remember CLAD? Dadra Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, Andaman Nicobar, Lakshadweep and Chandigarh. So CGST is applicable everywhere. AGST is applicable in all the states and Delhi and Puducherry is not applicable in CLAD. UTGST is applicable in only these 5 union territories. IGST is applicable on interstate supply throughout the India. So this is the levy chapter. They're clarifying where all this act is extended. Levy we have discussed of CGST Act and IGST Act both. CGST is applicable on intrastate supply of goods, services or both, and IGST is applicable on interstate supply of goods, service or both. Both taxes has to be collected by a taxable person. And what is the outside the levy is alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Alcoholic liquor for industrial consumption is within the levy. Okay. Value of levy. Valuation, whether it is the CGST Act, UTGST Act, IGST Act, for every purpose in GST, valuation is going to be through section 15. And section 15 somehow talks about transaction value. Okay, section 15 somehow talks about transaction value. So what about rates of tax? Rates of tax will be announced by government through the notification, and those rates will be notified only after recommendation of GST Council. But one thing is for sure, CGST AGST rates cannot exceed 20%, whereas IGST rate cannot exceed 40%. So law is putting maximum limit on rates. You know that these are the 5 petroleum products on which GST will be levied from the future date. What are those 5 products? Petroleum crude, high-speed diesel, motor spirit, commonly known as petrol, okay, natural gas, aviation turbine fuel. On all these 5 products, GST will be levied from such date as declared by or as notified by the central government on the recommendation of the council. Tax payable under reverse charge. Yes, there are certain goods and services on which tax has to be paid under reverse charge. So we are having notified services in our syllabus. Okay, and then there are 2 types of reverse charge: 9(3) reverse charge and 9(4) reverse charge. In 9(4) as of now only real estate industry is covered, where unregistered suppliers supply specified goods or services to specified person, and that is builder, when the value of inward supply is less than 80%. You are purchasing from unregistered dealer. If the value minimum 80% should be purchased from the registered dealer. If you are purchasing from unregistered dealer, then whatever is the gap to put up to reach at 80% level, that much amount you need to purchase from the on that you have to pay tax under reverse charge basis under section 9(4). And cement, if you have purchased from unregistered dealer, 100% you have to pay tax on that. No concession at all. Tax payable by e-commerce operator, then 9(5). You know this is a third party charge for hotel accommodation, for housekeeping, for passenger transportation. The tax has to be paid by ACO, e-commerce operator. Ola, Uber was the best example here. Composition levy. Okay, composition levy. This is an option to pay tax at the rate of low rate, tax at very low rate. Okay, low rate of tax, hassle-free, simple procedure, only one return in the year. Simple calculation based on tax. Okay, very simple annual return. So everything is simple, but the disadvantage of this scheme is that you cannot take the credit and you cannot pass on the credit. So procedure for opting the scheme: for new registration, you can intimate while putting the registration, and for already registered person, you have to put intimation online on certain form. What are the turnover limit for all the categories? For all the India, the turnover limit is 1.5 crore. But for specified 8 categories, Ma, Mi, Na, Tri, Ma, this is might be seventh or eighth time I'm telling you this. Ma, mi, na, three, you know, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, USA, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, ME, and Meghalaya. For this, the limit is 75 lakh. What are the rate for manufacturer? The rate is 0.5, 0.5. The total rate is 1%. For a restaurant, it is 2.5, 2.5. The effective rate is 5%. And for other, it is 1%, but that is only on taxable turnover. This is only on taxable turnover. Condition and restriction imports. Person opting for composition is neither a casual taxable person nor NRTP, shall pay tax under 9493 at applicable rate, was not engaged in a manufacture of notified goods. So what are those notified goods? You know that pan masala, tobacco, ice cream, and aerated water. He should put this thing in his invoice. Composition dealer not able to collect tax shall mention composition taxable person in prominent place of his business. Okay, who are not eligible for composition scheme, people who are ineligible. Supplier of service, because for service, you know now section 10(2) has a launch. Okay, this is not for services. Okay, next. If with Merlin, is it our student? Just now one student have joined with the name Merlin, MERLIN. Is it our student? Please confirm. I never heard this name. I guess you have not heard. Okay. Supplier of goods not leviable to tax. Okay, if you are selling alcoholic liquor, if you are selling petroleum product, then you are not. मला बोललं का तू? Merlin, are you a student? Your name is Merlin or you have login as a Merlin? Supplier of interstate outward supplies of goods. ठीक है, next. Person, देखो यहाँ पे wording क्या है? What is the wording here? Outward supply of goods. And in section 2(10)(2)(8), the wordings are outward supply of goods or services. Okay. Person supplying goods through an electronic commerce operator, manufacturer of ice cream, tobacco, and pan masala and aerated water. Manufacturer. The word is manufacturer. So can he supply certain amount of services? Yes, marginal amount of services are allowed by GST now. And what is that marginal amount? 10% of turnover in the preceding financial year or 5 lakh, whichever is higher, that much services can be provided. Okay. Other point, bill of supply has to be issued instead of tax invoice. Tax shall not be collected from the recipient. That's fine. Input tax credit cannot be availed. So this is what you should know. He cannot take the credit. He cannot pass on the credit. Composition scheme, if availed, shall include all registered person making under same PAN. So you cannot choose composition for particular branch and not for another branch. That's not possible. If you are opting, you have to opt for all your registered premises. And penalty can be imposed if you have mislead department, misrepresented it and got the composition scheme. So penalty can be imposed. Now this notification has been changed as per amendment. This notification number you need not to remember. Earlier it was notification number. Now you have to remember this as a section 10(2)(a). As per latest amendment, this has to be section 10(2)(a). So presumptive scheme, you can understand, for service provider whose last year aggregate turnover was up to 50 lakh. Current year he has to pay tax at the rate of 3 + 3, that is 6%. Okay, on first supplies of goods or services up to 50 lakh. The most important point is this, that we have discussed in previous question. In this 50 lakh, you have to include taxable supply as well as exempt supply, but interest cannot form part of your turnover. Okay, next. For a registered person who are not eligible for composition scheme but eligible here, whose aggregate turnover is up to 50 lakh and who is exclusively engaged in services other than restaurant. That means goods supplier are not qualified here, service supplier are qualified here. So who are ineligible person? Supplier neither who is casual taxable person or NRTP, CTP, NRTP not eligible here. Supplier making supply not leviable to tax. If you are making any supply not leviable to tax like petroleum and alcoholic liquor, then you are not qualified here. Supplier of interstate outward supply of goods or services. You understand? If you are supplying goods or services, both interstate, you are disqualified. E-commerce operator, you are disqualified. Supplier, not manufacturer, supplier of ice cream, pan masala and tobacco is also disqualified here. Other point, same like composition scheme, bill of supply has to be issued, tax cannot be collected, input tax credit cannot be taken. All registered persons should opt this scheme. Tax on 9394 has to be paid at the prescribed rate. And in computing aggregate turnover for eligibility, only for eligibility, okay, interest on loans and advances shall not taken into account both in composition as well as presumptive. Let's look at certain multiple choice question. What is the maximum CGST prescribed rate? 20%, 28%, 24%, 40%. Come on, please reply. Test your knowledge. Please reply. MCQ. What is the maximum rate of CGST? This should not be, you should not take this much time. Yes, 20%. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next. Which of the following taxes levied on intrastate supply? If you are making intrastate supply, which taxes will be levied? Come on. ABC. Which is the answer? ABCD. Intrastate. Come on, fast. Answer is C, because CGST will be definitely levied. And if it is in state, CGST plus HGST. If it is through union territory, CGST plus UTGST. IGST cannot be levied. What is the threshold limit of turnover of a preceding financial year to be eligible for composition scheme in Delhi? What is the limit in Delhi? Come on, tell me, what is the limit in Delhi? Delhi limit 25 lakh, Ganesh. In Delhi limit is 1.5 crore. So many times I told you 75 lakh is only for Maminatri USA. Okay, only 8 states are there in 75 lakh. Which of the following is not included in aggregate turnover? Not included in aggregate turnover. Come on, tell me. Exempt supply included, export supply included, interstate supply included. Inward supply on which reverse charge is applicable, that is not included. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the answer. Inward supply cannot be included in aggregate turnover. Inward is inward, it's not turnover. Okay, next. IGST is levied on. Come on, IGST is levied on. This is easy. Come on, tell me fast. IGST is levied on. Question number 5. IGST is levied on. Interstate. Dash is levied on import of goods and services. Come on, tell me. Import of goods and services. Import. Import of goods and services. Question number 6. On import, we pay custom duty plus IGST, because import is a deemed interstate supply. It's a deemed interstate supply as per IGST Act. Okay. Maximum rate of IGST can be. Maximum rate of IGST. Maximum rate of IGST can be. Come on, please tell me. 40%. Maximum rate can be 40%. Okay. On supply of the following items, GST shall be levied with effect from such date as may be notified by the government on recommendation of council. Jaldi bol. On what product the GST will be levied? For sure it will be levied. Which product? Petroleum crude or alcoholic liquor for human consumption? Which one will be taxable in future? For sure. Please tell me. Vijay Nalayak. Petroleum crude. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption is excluded from section charge. Petroleum, aviation turbine fuel, diesel, motor spirit, natural gas, on this the GST will be levied from future date. Okay. GST is payable by the recipient under reverse charge on what? Reverse charge. You need to know reverse charge. Sponsorship services, transportation of goods by rail, transportation of passengers by air. So the in reverse charge, I have heard only sponsorship service. These two are not there in reverse charge. Next. State person liable to pay tax in following independent cases. State person liable to pay tax in following independent cases. Who is going to pay tax? Provided recipient is located in TT, that means the recipient is located in India. So you need to tell usually whether it is a forward charge or reverse charge. Services provided by an arbitral tribunal to business entity. Come on, tell me, who will pay tax? Services provided by arbitral tribunal to business entity. Who is going to pay tax? Arbitral tribunal or business entity? Do you remember? Business entity. This is RCM. This is RCM. RCM. Reverse charge mechanism. Okay. Sponsorship provided by company to individual. Sponsorship provided by company to individual. If you remember sponsorship service reverse charge clearly, and if you don't remember, please go and check. So far as sponsorship service is concerned, the reverse charge is applicable only when it is provided to body, corporate or partnership firm. Only if it is provided to body, corporate or partnership firm. Reverse charge is applicable only if it is provided to body, corporate or firm. An individual is not a body corporate. Please understand, it is provided by the company to the individual. So reverse charge will not apply, forward charge will apply. Please go and check this when I'm done with the lecture. Okay. So this was one of the important question. In sponsorship service, reverse charge will not apply when it is provided to individual. It has to be there under forward charge. Renting of immovable property, services provided by government to registered business entity. So here, a registered business entity will pay tax. Government services. More I am going to speak about this in our exemption chapter. The next chapter is exemption chapter. Okay. A person availing composition scheme in Haryana during the financial year crosses the turnover of 1.5 crore in the course of the year. He crosses the turnover in the month of December. So Haryana limit is 1.5 crore, you know that. And in December month, he has already achieved his turnover of 1.5 crore. Will he be allowed to pay tax under composition scheme for remainder of the year, that is till 31st March? What do you think? Yes or no? Up to 31st December only he has achieved the turnover of 1.5 crore. On balance 3 months, January, February and March, will he be able to pay tax under composition scheme? What do you think? Yes or no? Will he be composition dealer in last 3 months or normal dealer? Composition dealer or normal dealer? So Amol is saying normal dealer and answer is right. Let me show you the answer. So answer is no, he cannot pay tax under composition. The option to pay tax under composition scheme lapses. This language has to be there. The option to pay tax under composition scheme lapses from the date on which aggregate turnover of a person availing composition scheme during the financial year exceeds the specified limit of 1.5 crore. Once he crosses the threshold, he is required to file intimation for withdrawal of the scheme in a prescribed form within the 7 days of occurrence of such event. Every person who has furnished such intimation may electronically furnish at a common portal a statement in a prescribed form containing details of stock. So stock statement he has to furnish within 30 days. That's an extra compliance that they are going to tell you. But yes, definitely you are going to become a normal dealer now. And why do I supposed to file stock statement? Because you are going to take ITC now. Because you are going to become normal dealer. People who know ITC chapter, they should know once you become normal dealer, you are going to get ITC. Okay, till the time you are in composition dealer, you are not getting ITC. So this point anyhow I kept reserved for ITC chapter. Next, determine whether the supplier in the following cases are eligible for composition levy provided their turnover in the preceding financial year does not exceed 1.5 crore. So they have already told you the turnover is not exceeding 1.5 crore. Now check for another condition whether they are eligible or not eligible for composition scheme. Mohan Enterprise is engaging trading of pan masala in Rajasthan and in registered in the same state. Come on, tell me, will he get composition? Will he get composition scheme? Come on, please reply everyone. I got only 2 replies. Amol and Siddesh are saying no. Vijay is also saying no. Samiksha, Harshad, Vijay, Pranal. Sometimes I wonder some of these students are learning GST for second time. Okay. And still they are giving me perfectly wrong answer. You are focusing on pan masala, whereas the word which played here a major role is a trading. He is trading in pan masala. Trading in pan masala. Now tell me, trading in pan masala, is he eligible? Who is not eligible under composition scheme? You know, manufacturer. A person who is engaged in manufacturing of pan masala, tobacco, ice cream and aerated water. He is not engaged in manufacturing. We are talking about composition scheme 10.1, not presumptive scheme of 10.2a. Hello, do you agree with this? His trading is not manufacturing. Do you understand this word? What man? Okay, next. Sugam manufacturer has a registered office in Punjab and Haryana. So they are having offices in 2 states, Punjab and Haryana, and supply goods in neighboring state. Supply goods in neighboring state. Is he eligible? Sugam manufacturer eligible or not eligible for composition scheme? Not eligible. Why? They are making interstate supply. Neighboring state means they are making interstate supply of goods. Let's look at the answer. Let's look at the answer for your better understanding. Section 10. A supplier engaged in a manufacture of goods notified under section 10(2)(e) during the preceding financial year is not eligible for composition scheme. Ice cream and other edible ice, whether or not containing cocoa, pan masala, tobacco, manufactured tobacco and substitutes are notified. However, in the given case, since Mohan Enterprise is making trading of pan masala and not a manufacture, and his turnover does not exceed 1.5 crore, he is eligible for composition scheme subject to fulfillment of other conditions. That's okay. Since the supplier of interstate outward supply of goods is not eligible for composition levy, Sugam manufacturers is not eligible for composition levy. That's all. One more question. Subramaniam Enterprise has 2 registered places, Delhi. So there are 2 registered places in Delhi. Its aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year for both places was 120 lakh. So total turnover was 120 lakh. In Delhi, limit is 150 lakh. It wishes to pay tax under composition levy for one of each place in the current year under normal for another. You are required to advise Mr. Subramaniam whether he can do so. Can he do so? Come on, tell me. Can he go for normal scheme under one scheme and presumptive for another office? Is it possible? Yes or no? No. Why? Once the registration or application is made for composition, by default it is applicable to all registered premises under the same PAN. So let's look at the presentation of answer. A registered person with aggregate turnover in the preceding year up to 1.5 crore is eligible for composition levy in Delhi. Since the aggregate turnover of Subramaniam Enterprise does not exceed 1.5 crore, it is eligible for composition levy in the current year. However, all registered person having the same permanent account number have to opt for composition scheme. If one registered person opt for composition, if normal scheme, other becomes ineligible for composition scheme. Thus, Subramaniam Enterprise either have to opt composition levy for both the places or under normal scheme for both the places. So you cannot mix. Either you go for normal both or composition both. There is no other combination possible. I hope overall you have understood the chapter. In case of any queries, please write down to us. We are trying to make more and more videos so that your taxation law should become simplified. You are not going to suffer in taxation, and I hope you are making optimum use of your lockdown period through studies. Okay. So watch these lectures, make the notes, try to by heart provisions, read provisions minimum 2-3 times. So this is all you need to do. Some practical problem from CMA model, example number 116, page number 67. Mr. Sitaram is running a consultancy firm and also ready-made garment showroom, registered in the same PAN. Okay, the turnover of showroom is 60 lakh and the receipt of consultancy firm is 12 lakh in the preceding financial year. You are required to answer following. Is Mr. Sitaram eligible for composition scheme? So look at the total turnover here. Total turnover is 72 lakh and 10% of 72 lakh comes to 7.2 lakh. Whereas the service component here is more than 7.2 lakh, and therefore Sitaraman will not be eligible for composition scheme. Look at this. Mr. Sitaraman providing services in a consultancy firm and hence is not eligible for composition scheme. Okay, if it was up to 10%, then we would have thought about it, but it's more than 10%. Next, whether it is possible for Mr. Sitaram to opt composition scheme only for showroom? Answer is no. You know the law, if one of the business is ineligible, you become ineligible to opt composition scheme in respect of all your businesses. If a business is ineligible to opt for a composition scheme, then all other businesses registered under same PAN shall automatically become ineligible for composition scheme. So Mr. Sitaram is not eligible for composition scheme, only for showroom. Okay. Rework. Again think now, so they are changing the question. If Mr. Sitaram is running a restaurant as well as a ready-made garment showroom, whether he is eligible for composition. Now restaurant and garment showroom both are eligible for composition scheme because his aggregate turnover is less than 72 lakh. Restaurant, service and ready-made garment showroom are eligible for composition scheme. Hence, Mr. Sitaram is eligible for composition scheme since aggregate turnover is less than 72 lakh. Okay. Last one. If turnover of the garment showroom was 75 lakh in a preceding financial year and though there was no consulting firm, whether it is eligible for composition scheme? Yes, obviously, yes, Mr. Sitaram is eligible for composition scheme as the turnover does not exceed 1.5 crore in the preceding financial year. Next one. Mr. Rahim is a dealer. Mr. Rahim is a dealer who is selling taxable goods, exempted goods and non-taxable goods. Any person who is selling non-taxable goods will become directly disqualified to opt composition scheme. Okay, that is liquor. His turnover in the preceding financial is 35 lakh, 10 lakh and 15 lakh. Now turnover doesn't make any sense. Okay. Whether Mr. Rahim is eligible for composition scheme, look at the answer. If a person is selling goods which are not leviable under tax, then he is not eligible to opt composition scheme. In the given case, the aggregate turnover does not exceed 1.5 crore. 1.5 crore. Please modify this answer. Mr. Rahim is not eligible for composition scheme. Even though the turnover does not exceed 1.5 crore, he is not eligible for composition scheme. Okay. Mr. H registered in Hyderabad who is selling goods from Telangana to Tamil Nadu. Telangana to Tamil Nadu is interstate supply of goods. And the moment somebody doing interstate supply of goods becomes directly disqualified to take composition scheme. Okay, the turnover of Mr. is 75 lakh. Turnover doesn't make any sense again. Whether your answer will change if Mr. H purchases goods from Tamil Nadu and sells in Telangana. Yes, definitely you can make interstate supply of purchase. but not, you cannot make interstate supply of goods. Okay, purchases inward is possible, outward is not possible. Mr. H is not eligible composition scheme because he is making interstate supply of goods. Goods is important. Mr. H is making purchases from Tamil Nadu, then he is eligible for composition scheme, and there is no restriction on, there is a restriction on outward interstate supply, not on inward interstate supply. This I clarified. Next. Turnover of Mr. Roy. Internet is having some issue. Turnover of Mr. Roy in the preceding financial year is 49 lakh. 49 lakh. Mr. Roy has opted for a composition scheme. During the year on 18th Feb 2020, turnover of Roy exceeds 1.5 crore. What compliances are required to carry by Mr. Roy? Just now we have discussed the similar question of 31st December. Mr. Roy is required to do the following compliances. He has to file some, we write prescribed form, we don't go and buy the form. Form GST CMP 04 within 7 days, that is before 21st February, within 7 days he has to upload prescribed form, and details of stock has to be uploaded in form GST ITC 1 within 30 days. So you need to write these two things for clearly. Within 7 days he has to intimate the department, and within 30 days he has to upload stock details. Okay, next. Example 120. Okay, Mrs. X Private Limited is a manufacturer having 2 units, namely Unit A in Andhra Pradesh and Unit B in Tamil Nadu. Turnover of 2 units for last financial year is 10 lakh and 10 lakh and 85 lakh. That's okay. The turnover is less than 150 crore. Total turnover of 2 units in the second quarter of the financial year was 15 lakh and 10 lakh and 5 lakh bifurcation. Applicable GST rate 9%, 9%. Exactly same question we had discussed in CA module as well. Note, Mrs. is not availing input tax credit. That's okay. Therefore, we are going for composition scheme. Since the company is not availing input tax credit, the same company can pay tax under composition levy of section 10(1). Okay. Then because if they are the manufacturer, okay, you can just simply put a tax. Now you know that 0.5% we are going to pay to central government and 0.5 we are going to pay to respective state government. So Andhra Pradesh, they will get their part, and Tamil Nadu, they will get their part on the turnover made in the state. When we compute tax, we look at the turnover in the state. When we check eligibility, we check eligibility on aggregate turnover. All these points I have already spoken about. See, your model loves me a lot. Mr. CMA Ram Patil, okay, Patil I am putting. Mr. CMA Ram is a practicing cost accountant in Patna, Bihar, cost accountant. He commenced the profession on 1st April 2019 and his annual turnover is 70 lakh in the financial year. Find the tax liability under composition scheme notification, that is new section, section 10(2)(a), new section. Okay. So under new section, what is the tax rate for us? So CGST 3%, HGST 3%. You know that is very simple. Okay. Up to 50 lakh, he can pay tax under composition scheme. His turnover is 70 lakh. No, up to 50 lakh, he can pay tax under composition scheme. And for balance 20 lakh, he has to pay tax under normal scheme. They are asking you to compute tax specifically under presumptive notification. Therefore, you have to restrict your calculation up to 50 lakh. Given a choice, I would have showed calculation of balance 20 lakh into 18% also. Okay, next. For the purpose of this notification, the expression first supply of service shall, for the purpose of determining eligibility of a person to pay tax under this notification, include all supplies from first day of April to date he becomes liable for registration under the Act. But for the purpose of determining tax payable under this notification, shall not include any supply made from the first day of April of the financial year. Okay, so they are saying, they are assuming on first 20 lakh he has not paid a tax. They are assuming on first 20 lakh he has not paid tax because he has just started practice in the current year. So on first 20 lakh, he has not paid tax. So that 20 lakh they have removed, and only on balance 50 lakh they are paying tax. That is also good. That's also fine assumption. In the next financial year, Mr. Sham is not eligible. Mr. Ram is not eligible for composition scheme. Why? Because his turnover has exceeded 50 lakh rupees. Total turnover you have to consider from April to March. Next. My time is less than 1 minute. Balance question we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay. Please read up to here, up to question number 121. Please do your homework. Please read up to question number 121. If you are finding any question difficult, let me know. Chalo, bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.